All right, what's going on with Olu Fashanu, the Jets' first-round pick from a year ago, a player who many were expecting would take that second-year leap this season, hasn't, and the numbers are not pretty. Let's talk about it. Now, the Jets selected Fashanu with the 11th overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, and while he didn't begin the year as a starter, he was soon thrust into action, and he really kind of found his groove later in the season when he was allowed to play his natural left tackle position. From weeks 10 to week 16, where he was playing left tackle, Fashanu only allowed one sack, had a 70-plus PFF grade. There were all the signs that Fashanu was ready to take that sophomore leap this season, but it hasn't happened. Fashanu allowed 6 pressures in Sunday's Week 3 loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That brings his season total to 15 pressures in just 3 games. That is 9 more than any other player on this Jets roster, almost 3 times as many as any other Jets player. In fact, it is the second most pressures that any offensive lineman in the NFL has allowed this season. I guess the positive takeaway is he's only allowed 1 sack, so those pressures haven't always been converted into sacks, but still very concerning numbers. Now, there is some context to consider here. I don't think Olu Fashanu has been as bad as the numbers would indicate, and I think the same could be said about the entire Jets offensive line. Number one, the Jets have really game planned around helping out Armand Membou on that right side of the offensive line. They've given him some extra help in the form of tight ends and running backs on the strong side, which has often left Olu Fashanu more exposed in more one-on-one opportunities. On the weak side, teams are also selling out, sending 6 or 7 guys, usually on that weak side blitz. We saw that a lot in that Bucs game where the Bucs were repeatedly sending 6 or 7 rushers, and the Jets just don't have enough blockers. So while some of those pressures are on Fashanu, they're not necessarily a result of him getting beat in one-on-one matchups. Then the last thing to consider here is that the Jets quarterbacks are not helping out this offensive line at all. And I think that's something that a lot of fans are going to overlook when offensive line discourse pops up this year, because the numbers don't look great. But right now, both Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor are averaging over 3 seconds in average time to throw. I believe Tyrod Taylor leads the league in time to throw. So yeah, when your quarterbacks are holding on to the ball forever, which has been an issue for both Fields and Taylor throughout their careers, you are going to give up more pressures. You are going to give up more sacks. I'm not ready to start raising alarms and panicking about Fashanu's slow start. The Jets need him to be better, but there is some context. I don't think he's been as bad as the numbers would suggest.